just figure it would be easier if everybody could just watch this on their own. You could just pop in your earbuds and watch it on our way over there, because we won't be in the same vans necessarily, and we won't have a lot of time once we get there. So just a couple of quick tips for the dissections. Number one, we are there for like an hour, and so if you run through these dissection guides like really fast, you could do this probably in 30 minutes, right? And so we want it to last an hour. So take your time, ask the students these questions, ask them like each of the bolded questions, right? Sharks don't have bones. What does that mean? What do they don't have bones? And then you're just following this, but spend time. So that's one big tip, because we want it to last about an hour. We want to kind of finish at the same time. The second thing, oh, these really stink. The second thing is that you are in charge, okay? So you're the one holding the scissors, and we're only using scissors. We don't have scalpels, we don't have tweezers, we just have scissors, and that's all you're gonna need. Pair of gloves, scissors. You're in charge, so the students shouldn't be doing any of the cutting necessarily, or it's safer if they don't, but they will have gloves on so they can touch and feel and hold, and to have them, feel the teeth, whatever. Careful, the teeth are sharp. They will break their gloves, so just be careful. But have them participate in it, but you're in charge of using the scissors. Another thing is the fifth graders tend to, they get kind of excited about like, ooh, let's chop its head off, and ooh, let's, getting a little gruesome. And I don't mind that you dissect every little bit of this. And if there are babies inside, you can even dissect the babies. But we do want to be sort of like respectful, of this is was a living creature that has given up their life for the opportunity for us to learn this. And so we don't want to be crude or cruel. But definitely like dissect the heck out of it, and kind of indulge their excitement. We want them to be excited, but just, kind of that fine balance between being excited about it and being disrespectful of the animal. The guide should take you through the exterior, so spend, half of your time or so on the exterior and what this means. The interior is a little bit more, and then you'll do the insides. And if you have questions about whether it's a male or a female, or what you're looking at, I'll be walking around the whole time, so you can ask me. But go through the whole inside, and then if you finish and it's still not time, it is really fun to dissect out their eyes. So you're going to take the eyes and you'll just like literally grab, like pinch the eye and chop it out. Inside each eye is a round, hard marble. And that's the lens of the eye. And you can feel it. It's really fun to be able to get those out and show the student. It's not transparent anymore. It's opaque when you pull it out, but there's like a marble, which is really fun to do. And then if you're really good at it, you can dissect out the brain. And so what you'll do is go right through the top of the skull, and you have to cut the skin apart, pull that off, and then carefully with the scissors, try to cut through that skull, but you want to cut very shallow, because the brain, it's kind of sitting like directly above the eyes, between the nose and just barely behind the eyes, along the top of that flat head. The brain is just under the skull surface. So if you cut too deep, you'll totally mutilate the brain. You have to cut kind of shallow and just manhandle it, kind of break it open. If you cut like sort of a straight line and then a top and a bottom slit, then you can sort of peel back those pieces. And the brain will be this long, symmetrical, looks like an ink blot. It's yellow in color, and it's about the consistency of just like set Jello. And so if you're too rough with it, it will mush. But if you can get that top of the skull open, you can see this perfect like ink blot brain in there, and it's really awesome. So feel free to do that if you get to the end and you've got more time. We'll keep all of the refuse, the gloves, the bags, the specimens, everything goes into the same trash bag, and we'll take that with us. The scissors, you're just going to bring back to me, and I'll keep them in a bag, and I'll take them home and wash them. Gloves, everything else just goes all in the same bag when you guys are all done. And I'll be, like I said, walking around, taking pictures, answering questions if you have them. Just follow the guide. It's pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, that was all. I just wanted to get you those few tips. We'll start at 1:30. We will try to start wrapping it up at 2:30, so that we can get back in the vans and get back to campus by 3:30. So I'm excited that you're with me. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay.